Hey guys, Cam315 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with the final episode review of Oshi no Ko Season 1, since we officially got a confirmation of Season 2. I know I missed the 2 weeks ago episode 11's review, or episode 10's review, I believe, and things like that, talking about Kana's confidence, but I kind of want to talk about this episode, and this episode was pretty good. A really good way to end this. You just get it's just everything that I'm really interested to see where Oshi no Ko is going for season 2, because that already got confirmed, which I knew that show would get a season 2, but oh my goodness. Was the final episode for season 1 really good? You have it to where Kana finally takes stage, and she becomes pretty much the revised, or the revised B Komachi, new lead pretty much. And obviously, like with the past few episodes, it's been like kind of the thing of, she didn't want to take the lead role because of her inner confidence, of the fact that she was a child actor that pretty much failed, and the business wanted nothing to do with her anymore. And pretty much this is kind of her whole new avenue, and pretty much she never had that moment where people talk about her or focus on her. And you see it as like, when they're doing their performance, she's wondering like, is people looking at me? Because the thing is, they have like these glow sticks that identify which one is which, and the thing is, she chose the color white, and she wasn't really seeing any white in the crowd. And pretty much a callback, or to episode 1, where we saw how Aqua and Ruby were doing it to we're doing it to I when they were babies. Aqua does the exact same thing for Kana, or all of them really, where he's doing the stupid dance and he's looking all stupid, and it's funny because they all end up laughing. They're like, this freaking idiot is such a dumbass, which goes to show you deep down Aqua does genuinely care about not only all the girls, but he genuinely does care about Kana. Now again, I'll speak on the love triangle thing right then and there, but I found it pretty damn interesting with where that was going, but it was nice to see how the more or the moment Kana saw that, she got the confidence in herself again, and pretty much kind of alluded in a way some things about I right then and there, and that kind of shocked Aqua a bit. So I don't know, like, that's gonna have Aqua start simping for Kana, and it seems like they end up getting back on a talking basis, because the last few episodes she was upset at the fact, like, oh, it seems like he made his decision on Akane, and it seems like he wants something to do with me, so she didn't want to talk to him, and she was pissed. And then even in the last episode she found out, like, oh, he was pretending to be Pion, which was absolutely funny, the fact that he did that, and the real one is like, oh, I'm just in like this beach resort area, and pretty much he was only doing it so Kana could talk to him. Like, I'm sorry, but I think if a guy is doing that to try to have a girl talk to them, I think it shows you that at least Aqua has some interest in Kana. But we know, Kana is high over heels for him. And typically with how you have these like shows, typically it's always the first girl that ends up being the first romance now. Again, obviously we know Aqua dearly is in love with I, but again, I personally could see him with Kana, because Kana just suits him, and it makes sense in some cases, but I guess I'll see where it goes. But I do ship Aqua and Kana a lot, because I think it's just a funny relationship. Which, it was funny when they're all in the car and they're just like, but before they get into the car, they're like seeing like they're talking again and everything. And then eventually Mem puts it together, 2 and 2 together, when they're in the car, realizing things like that. And she's like, oh, like, ask, like, what is it, ask, I think she asked like Aqua like something about Akane, and pretty much she sees how Kana gets very upset, but the moment that Aqua's like, it doesn't really matter. It's only a fake relationship anyway, so we're only doing it for like a few weeks, and then it's gonna be over. And then next thing you know, Kana just starts absolutely getting like, wait, it's a fake relationship this entire time? And then she just brights, I mean, she just is happy. And then Mem is like, oh my goodness, she's in love with Aqua too. And it's funny because she's like, Akane-chan, I don't know what to do. I mean, because obviously she supports the Aqua-Akane relationship, but now it's like, now she knows, it's like, oh crap. My co-worker also loves Aqua. I can't make a decision on what I approve of, which it was absolutely funny. But when she found that whole thing out, and I think even Ruby kind of gave Mem a hint, like, oh, it's more complicated than that. And I think, I think at this point, I think Ruby definitely knows that Kana likes her brother Aqua. And I feel like to her, like, I think she's not obsessed, because we remember back when he was doing the show, like, you know, we would see how Ruby would actually kind of be like, I don't approve, I do not approve. But it seems like enough, like, Ruby approves of Kana, so that was funny, all get up. You get the funny love triangle scene where Kana runs into Akane and Aqua, and pretty much is kind of scolding, even though, and this is kind of true, even scolding Akane like, hey, you probably don't want to post something where you're at, you know, to your social media page of a picture there of where you're currently at. You should probably do that when you're not in the area, just in case a stalker is like right then and there stalking you. So then guess what, if a stalker's there, maybe they go to that area and see you there, and then things go from bad to worse, and then they follow you and they know where you live. Kana makes a good point right then and there, but you kind of get the thing where, oh, they know each other, but they have definite beef with each other, and they're having beef definitely because, oh, they both like Aqua, which was absolutely hilarious, because they're like, oh yeah, and you kind of see, and it's funny because Aqua's like, Arima, Akane, hey, listen, what are we doing here? And we find out that Kana is joining the cast of like this play that Akane and Aqua are doing, and it's, in the way they're kind of playing both the characters in a way are the main love interest to the main lead, which Aqua I think is playing. And it's absolutely funny to see like the fact like, okay, now we're gonna have a catfight between these girls in terms of trying to get Aqua's love for him, because we know Akane, she has feelings for Aqua. Like, even though Aqua said he doesn't reciprocate her feelings back, we know she is gonna do her best to try to make Aqua fall for him. But at the same time, Kana also loves Aqua, and she's gonna do whatever she can to make Aqua fall for her. So that scene was absolutely hilarious, and definitely crazy. But this first season of Oshi no Ko was absolutely crazy. Just from the first episode start with where it ended and to where the story's gonna go. And man, I'm definitely excited to see what's gonna happen next season. As we get closer to finding out, you know, who ended up killing you know, and maybe we find out the truth, but you know, we'll see. But anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Oshi no Ko, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Oshi no Ko content or any other anime content I upload to the channel and things like that. But till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day or night when checking out this video. Peace.